Hey, what is going on, Leos? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do a general read. Because it's a general read, it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. First, I'm going to pull an oracle from the Earth and Bone Oracle deck. Universe, give us a card for Leos. Beloved. Love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. I don't know why every time I say Leos, I say it like I'm trying to be smooth about it. It's just something about saying the word Leo. My cat, I named him Leo, and Leo. You know what I mean? You can't just say Leo. It's like Leo. Anyway, with all that being said, let's get it. I already started getting it. Universe, what do we have for Leos? Oh, shit. All right, let's cook. So, first things first. I feel this connection, and I'm gonna make it clear right off the hop. If you already know this person, you're gonna know this is the person we're talking about, because there's so much going on here. But like I said, there's no doubt in my mind that you're gonna know who this person is. And if you don't know and you're watching this, who this person is, yeah, just haven't met them yet. I feel like with this person, with the Strength card in reverse, I just feel like this person makes you want to make bad decisions. You know what I mean? And like, I just feel like self-control when you're around this person. What the hell is self-control, right? Like, that's what I'm thinking, is that feeling I'm getting right now is like, I know that maybe this isn't good for me, but I'm going to do it anyway because I can't not. Like, I feel like you thinking about this person, instant connection with this person. And it's not, I don't want to say it's not physical, because I feel like there is a physical quality to it, but I feel like there's something else. It's their energy. It's just this vibe this person puts off that just, you know? We got the Queen of Wands. Just someone that shares that zest for life. I feel like this person's going to make you laugh your ass off. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's all well and good. You know, I just feel like this person is just someone you're going to have a lot of fun with. They're going to make you laugh your ass off. And like I said, that's all well and good. But on the flip side of that, I feel like this person is going to piss you off as well. You know that energy when you're pissed off at somebody but don't go anywhere? You know what I mean? Like, I'm pissed off at you right now, but don't go nowhere. You know, you know what I mean? I don't want you to leave. I'm just pissed off. I just feel like you piss each other off, and I feel like you're going to. And I feel like with this connection, it may feel wrong. It may feel like you have no self-control around this person, but don't overthink this. You know what I mean? I see a lot of overthinking and don't. Sometimes we meet people and we think it's just a spark. We think it's just, sexual attraction or whatever. and we try not to act on it. You know, some of us, some act on it because that's just them, and do you? You know what I mean? Do you? Don't worry about me. But we got the Four Swords. Like I said, overthinking the shit out of this. Don't overthink it. Because I don't feel like this was being a mistake. I don't see this being a mistake. I don't see this, you know, because when we think of losing self-control or doing things that we shouldn't do, you know, it's always because we feel like it's going to somewhere down the line screw us up. You know, trust the wrong person, then they end up screwing you over, whatever. Falling for the wrong person and it not working out. You know, so, I mean, it may feel like you don't have no self-control with this person. Just don't overthink that. Because I don't really feel like at the end of the day, that's what it is. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Eight of Swords right next to the Strength card when it came to reverse. And so it's like, you're just letting it out. It's there. So now, why not let it out? Don't cage it. You know, I know lions don't like cages. I've been to the zoo. They look sad. And I'm sad for them. But you know what I mean? Like, it's saying let it out. It's okay to fall. You know, with a Fool, the beginning of the journey, I mean, yes, it's impulsive. Yes, there's a lot of impulse here. You know, a lot of times in life we'll do things impulsively and we'll regret them. I don't feel like this is one of those things because I feel like this person, I mean, they're feeling connected to you as well. Even more so than you may even realize. You know, we have that Lover's card. That deep connection runs both sides. Like I said, there's a physical aspect to it, but there's something else. There's something else about their energy that you're just drawn into, that you enjoy. You know, like I said, this person, I feel like you're going to have a good time. I feel like you're going to be happy with this person. And I feel like it burns hot and long. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing something that's burning hot and long. I mean, like I said, sorry, I didn't say that right. We have the Lover's card and the Hierophant. So I feel like a strong connection that's going to blossom. You know, and the Hierophant, that Taurus energy. And then we have Lovers, that Gemini energy. I feel like you're right where you should be. You're on your way to get to the place you were meant to be. And I mean, I feel like all the things you fantasize about with this person, you fantasize about a future, they fantasize about a future with you. All those things can be yours. You know, I feel like there's going to be a part that's a little bit afraid. Like, it's almost like you think too much about this person, or you think too highly of this person, or you're just too damn into them. You know? Things are going to come into your mind, but just, we got to keep the eyes on the prize. Like I said, I mean, this person's thinking about a future with you as well. I mean, they're dreaming about it. They're dreaming about you. You know, you have their attention. They have your attention. Sparks are flying. Let's start a fire. Like I said, I see this burning long and hard. You know, I see this person showing up for you, putting in the work for you. I feel like great communication. You know, with the Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. I love that combination. You know, back and forth, like, you know, let's go back. Let's go back to these oracle cards that are creepily accurate. Love, reciprocity. Reciprocity, I don't even know if I'm saying that actually correctly. I think that I am. I do know the definition. You know, it's when two people or two entities, whatever, bring something to the table where both of you are benefiting from it. And I see this as beneficial on both sides. Beneficial to your heart, beneficial to your life. I mean, this person knows what they want. They want to move forward. You know, we have that Chariot, that Cancer energy. I mean, this person knows what they want. You know what you want. It feels right, do it. Like I said, a lot of times we'll do things that we shouldn't do. I mean, I don't feel like that's like a problem here. You know, we have the Four of Wands, that foundation being built. Like I said, and I'm going to say it again, I feel like this person makes you laugh. They make you happy. You make them happy. There's not a damn thing wrong with that. My grandmother used to always say, you know, if sad people don't laugh. So if you're laughing, you're happy. Even if it's just that moment. You know, that's why laughter is the best medicine. And not just like the belly laugh. I'm talking about like this person, you just have fun with them. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. And it just keeps getting better, Leo. It just keeps getting better. We got the King and Queen. Like I said, this may burn hot, but it's burning long. You know, I feel like the passion between the two of you, that intensity, that shit will keep this burning for a long time. Like, that's fuel. That's fuel for this fire. I mean, it's a mature energy. It's mature emotionally. It's, you know, like I said with the King of Cups, I mean, we're talking about someone that, I mean, I feel like you're both looking for the same thing. You're looking for something real. And we can't determine how real's gonna find us. Like, you know, you can meet someone, have a one-night stand, and fall in love with them, and they fall in love with you, and it's okay. I'm not saying that's not always gonna be the case, but you never know. We'll get to that. Finish this read off. They got your back. You know, this is someone that, like I said, even when you're pissed off at them, even when they're pissed off at you, they got your back. You know what I mean? Like, nobody, you know, you could be pissed off at each other and someone say some shit to you, that person's on them. You don't have to say it. You know, that person messes with you, they mess with them. And that's why I see this as a very, very long future for the two of you. And it don't matter where it starts. I'm just throwing ideas out there with the one night stand. I'm just proving a point that I know people that's met in every different way you can meet, almost. Not every. I'm sure there's a few people that met on a submarine or something. It could be anything. You can meet on an elevator. You know? I've seen people that hated each other when they first met because we're going to talk about that afterwards. I know, I'm sorry. I'm making you stick around. It's a cliffhanger. At the end, I'm going to put to be continued. Not sure. With this connection, we got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got some Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. We have Taurus, Cancer, and Pisces. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, like people always say stupid shit, you know? People say stupid shit. And then, you know, don't worry about anybody else. You know, so many people base what they do in life off of somebody else. I mean, you're trying to live your best life. You know, don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. You know, if somebody else thinks what you're doing is wrong, if you don't think it's wrong, then, you know, obviously, as long as it's legal. Anyway, what I was going to say is, I think I got a little sidetracked. Oh, yeah. So, I met Rose, and I'm not afraid to say it. I met Rose on a dating chat thing. I was looking for a friend. I really wasn't looking for a girlfriend. I was just looking for a female friend, because females are just bring something. It's if you don't have a girlfriend, it's great to have a female friend. It gets awkward when you get a girlfriend, I know, but whatever. Because they just have this different outlook. They have a different way about them, and that's why I enjoy men and women in the sense that I have men friends and I have women friends. The only difference is I find women friends the ones that are physically attractive to me. No offense. I know when a guy's good looking, but anyway, that is not part of the thing. But I met all kinds of guys that I work with and stuff that I have friends with, but I just wanted to meet a woman that had, wanted to be friends. And I actually put looking for friends, but I went on there, and that's the first time I saw Rose. And I've never been afraid to tell anybody that because, some people change the story, like, oh, you can't say we met in a dating thing. I met lots of girls in my life, and the one girl was the one that I took a chance on one day. I really wanted, I was lonely. I couldn't really meet people because where I was working at, like I said, it was like an oil rig town, so it was all guys. And I think it was like 10-1 men to women, maybe worse. So meeting a woman there that wasn't already in a relationship or wasn't open for a friendship was pretty, wasn't a lot of chance. But anyway, I met her and we hit it off, and all the girls I've dated and all the guys she's dated, the one person you meet in a place that you didn't think was going to be anything ended up being everything. I was looking for a friend, like I said, and she was looking for a friend. Maybe she might have been looking for a boyfriend. I don't know. We didn't really talk about it because I don't like we don't really talk about it. It's been a long time, and I just didn't really bring it up. And it actually never really crossed my mind till now. So maybe we will talk about it. But, it's just, that is what I was looking for, and I found it. Sometimes it just comes to you, and you don't even know. It's going to come. Anyway, the point of the story is we were friends for about a year, just talking and stuff. We seen each other. We lived in the same small town. Like, she lived there, and she just moved there, actually. So that's why she wasn't taken by one of those oil rig workers yet. But she ended up moving back home for a bit into Nova Scotia. And so we stopped talking. We just kind of drifted apart. And then about a year after we talked for the first time, she was talking to my cousin on the phone because they went to school together. Or she was talking on Facebook, yeah. And she said, "What are you guys doing tonight?" And he said, "Oh, I'm just here with my cousin." She's like, "What cousin?" And he told her, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Shit, I'll be right up." And she came up, and I was planning to put my best moves in on her. That didn't work because she took charge. And we've been together ever since. A few hiccups along the road. But like I said, you don't know where you're going to meet someone. Even after we hooked up the first time, I just enjoy being around her, and I you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the same. Like any other girl ever, it's like, you look for them. Like, I remember being young and being a teenager and just like, I wanted love, I wanted to find the love of my life, get married someday, have kids, and the whole deal. I still want that, and I still but I have it now. So I mean, but I was always looking. Like, I looked really hard. I even asked, like, when I go out with someone and they had a girlfriend, I'd be like, "Hey, does she have a friend?" You know what I mean? Like, I was actively looking, and I found it when I wasn't. I found it the most meaningful relationship I ever had when I wasn't looking for it. So like I said, whether you meet in an elevator or a submarine or at your work, at school, you know, a friend of mine, I was going to tell a story. A friend of mine, it was this, I'll make it quick. A friend of mine, he was dating this girl, and his buddy was dating this other girl, and they were, you know, kind of, you know, those couples that kind of always hang out together. Well, anyway, this is a weird story. I know they're gonna know who I'm talking about because it's a weird story. Somehow along the line, who they started with wasn't who they ended with. They were both cheating on each other with the other one. I don't condone cheating, but I feel like that's like everybody in that situation was cheating, so none of them were in the right, you know? It's just a funny thing. And I always remember it. How could you forget that? You know what I mean? Like, and when they found out, they just switched, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. That one was priceless, though. That's a priceless story. I never asked. I remember Rose asked me one time, she's like, what's going on with them? Aren't they dating other people now? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, aren't they dating the other couple that they used to hang out with? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what? When that happened? What happened? I'm like, I don't know. Tell you one thing, a lot of guys are different than women. Women will know everything about that because they seek it. Some men do. That's not just a woman thing. Some women don't give a shit either. But on a majority, I've seen most men just don't give a shit. They don't, if you tell them, you're getting married, if you don't tell me the date, I'm not going to ask anything. I want to say congratulations. If you don't tell me the date and where to be, I'm not going to ask you when you're getting married, where you're getting married. I realized that one time we were out and my buddy actually said he was getting married. He introduced us to his girlfriend at the time. He lives away, so we didn't really see him very often, but he's been with this girl for a long time. And he introduced us. He said, yeah, we're getting married. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Congratulations. And then that was the end of the conversation for me. Because if you want me to come to your wedding, just ask me. Next thing out of Rose's mouth, she's like, she goes, where are you getting married at? And then it was this, and then it was into like what color the bridesmaids' dresses were. Like, women are the gatherers of information. Anyway, I've been talking forever, I feel like. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.